Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm going to do the week and I'm going to do it in stages. And if it gets too long, which I will see if it's too long, I will then stop after a couple of elements and then start anew. So it won't be as long, which is easy for me to download because sometimes, it's too big. All right. So, are you ready? All right. So when you see that sign, it means I'm going to start. All right. So the first one I'm talking about is fire. Yeah? All right. So for fire people on Monday, tomorrow, it is fire and earth. So the fire and the earth is fire on top is people like you. So there's people like you that you're sharing things with. You've got expression, talents and skills. So it's like you're in a room with a lot of talent and skill. People like you. It's family. It can be colleagues, siblings. Tuesday is also fire, which is people like you, but it has water underneath it. That water can put out your fire. So water for you is power and status. It's like a lot of pressure on you. And who is this pressure put on you by? It's other people like you. So be very, very careful. It's not the day to ask for anything. Okay. On Wednesday, it's earth and water. So that's the day to ask. But keep in mind when you do ask, because the earth is your expression. It's on top, which means we get to see you ask. It's not just talking with a group of people. This is on top. And you're asking because water is underneath. This water is your power. So it's a position that you want, so you ask for that position. It's a very emotional day. Keep that in mind. Unlike the Tuesday is about change. So someone at the top's about to change, turnover, new person, etc. But on Wednesday, it's very emotional. So keep that in mind. Tissues handy would be good. A Thursday is earth and earth. So on Thursday, that earth with earth for fire people is just the gift of the gab. It's the blah, 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 blah. Ask for what you want, because what's on the bottom, the other earth on the bottom, is actually the ox. The ox is your storage. So if you want a pay rise, ask for the pay rise. Okay. Then Friday brings metal and wood. The metal on top is ka-chink, ka-chink, ka-chink. So you've probably asked for it the day before. And then on the bottom, it's wood. Now that wood, for that money, for you to have that money, then you need some kind of a piece of paper to get that, could be first aid certificate or something like that. But it's resourceful kind of day. So you're using your resources, even though there's money and resources, the money, the metal does prune those resources. So your ideas, the money will say yes or no to those ideas if you have to explain your ideas, okay? So that's the week. Saturdays and Sundays I kind of just do through. If I have time, I will actually do them. Now, I'm going to do a card for all the fire people. So what does it mean? What is the card first? And I will pick out a card for you. Okay, so the card is that. Now, if you have a look at the trigram, sorry, I've got to put my glasses on to read that for you. All right, so if you have a look at the trigram there, so that trigram there, there's a solid line and there's two broken lines. Hoping you can see that. Okay, so that solid line is the middle. The middle is strength in the middle, but on both sides there isn't. Now remember what water is for you, fire people. It is about promotions. It is about power. It is about all of that. So what this card means is this is water. Now remember, water is nice and smooth, and then the depth of it is too much depth. Okay, so that depth can become the abysmal, and it can be very, very dangerous. But if you have a look, there is always a way out. Okay, so because it's your power element, you could be, exposed to, because this is your power, something that's beyond your control, as in the power element this is also intuitive at the same time, and fire people are already intuitive. I'm just going to have a quick look for that. All right, so it is about the basic thing of water is either fear or courage. So you're going to trust or mistrust. That's up to you. But it's the people at the top. The whole week is about people at the top, which we already actually went through as well in that sense. So there is a way out, because there's also a broken line on top, a broken line on the bottom. That intuition, there could be a dysfunction in the people at the top, and there can be anxiety, but it's all the people at the top that it's going to affect you, because water flows down the mountain. So those at the top, then it flows down and affects those at the bottom underneath them. So with that, put your hands on your kidneys and say thank you for the courage, because the kidneys will malfunction here. Okay, fear or courage. All right, so that's what that means for you. I'm going to do them separate. So have a great week, and yeah, all good. Now, if you do want a reading, etc., just let me know. If you want the home done, let me know as well. And yeah, we'll organise it once we're out of this.